Hello and welcome to the Soccer Coach Academy session. The focus today is beating a player 1v1. To begin, warm up by setting up a box with cones inside. These cones will act as opposition players. Once players reach them, they must change direction and speed. This simulates the focus of beating a player. Challenge players to try new moves, and really emphasize the change of speed after a move. The next part of our session is an optional activity to familiarize your players with the setup and expectations. Set up as many fields as needed and have two colored gates at one end. The attacking team, orange in this case, must try and make it through the gates without being tagged. Can players change direction and speed? Play for 2 to 3 minutes and switch T roles. Try not to have more than 3 in a line to allow sufficient repetitions for each player. In the next part of our session, we will now add a ball. Older or more advanced teams may want to start with this activity. The same rules apply, but rather than tagging, the defending team must place their foot on the ball as shown. Allow roughly 5 to 7 minutes for each team to attack and defend, and repeat if you feel necessary. Ensure to emphasize your coaching points. Can you beat the defender using moves? Can you change direction and speed? If a team is having a lot of success in the attacking phase, you may want to coach the defenders. This may include not diving in and showing the correct body shape when defending. This creates a realistic and challenging environment. In the next part of our session, we will progress the 2-gate exercise to include a transition. Now defending players have the ability to score in mini goals if they win the ball. This adds another element of game realism, promoting players to try and win the ball back if they lose it, and giving the defenders a target, which would simulate them playing out once the ball is won. Again, allow roughly 5 to 7 minutes for each team to perform the different roles, and continue to reiterate your coaching points for the session. In the next part of our session, we will try to put what we have worked in into a 1v1 battle. In the exercise shown, defending players will pass the ball across to the attackers, but you can adapt as needed. Continue to remind players of your coaching points and try not to exceed 3 to 4 per line. This may mean making multiple fields. If the attackers are having a lot of success, coach the defenders again to create problems for the attackers. If the attackers are struggling to beat the defenders, remind them of changing direction and speed. Also remind them of good cues to try and beat the defender. These may include when the defender has both feet facing the ball and when the defender rushes in and gets too close. The final part of the session is a scrimmage. Allow the players to play with minimal coaching during play. However, before the game and at natural stoppages, remind them of the focuses. Try to keep numbers in the scrimmages lower to allow 1v1 situations to present themselves often. Thank you for watching. We hope this helps, and don't forget to subscribe and click the bell.